Hello, this is JoJo, and watch me tonight on the Atom Bomb Show. It's gonna be a friggin' blast.
Bam!
When love hurts, baby, yeah, that's how you know it's real. When love hurts.
Wow, what a great background screen.
It's very fierce, JoJo. That is a
thank you.
very fierce
It's
picture.
intense, isn't it?
Almost like one of those, like you could be a fashion model. That's exactly what that reminds me
Well,
of.
thank you so much.
Are you doubling as one?
Hell no. No.
JoJo on the Atom Bomb Show. Real quick question. Have you stopped at Waffle House today?
Oh, no, I haven't. I made the stupid decision of trying to start a diet while in Atlanta, so no, can't make it, and...
That's the worst thing you could possibly do is
so
start.
stupid.
But see, being on tour, and I don't know how this is. How do you not eat all that kind of food? Because you're literally going and going and going. You got to grab something.
Yeah, it's a balancing act. Like I try to do cardio every day while I'm on the road, which is also tough. But so I think that you can eat what you want if you run.
Let's just say we went down to Waffle House. What would you order?
I would definitely get a waffle and
Yeah, me too.
some sausage, some orange juice. Do they do chicken and waffle there?
No, but I'm sure if we went down there, we could get chicken and waffles down there. Probably.
It's just that I want waffle with maple syrup, and I want the maple syrup to run into whatever meat I have. I love that.
Wow, gosh, we should have ate while we were doing this interview.
I know, I'm
We shoulda got
hungry
down
as
there.
hell.
JoJo's on the Atom Bomb Show. Okay, I don't want to rehash the past, but let's just do it.
Let's do it.
Just because when you're the youngest artist to have a #1 single, tell me what the pressure felt like back then.
It didn't feel like much because I was really living my dream.
Yeah.
At 13, it was all kind of a whirlwind. So when I found out that the record had gone #1, I was in Europe with my mom, and we finished a pizza ourselves, and we went to sleep, you know?
Really?
Yeah, it was, I was a little girl, so I didn't feel that pressure. It's now 10 years later as I come, and this is full circle, and I'm doing this again. It's that my perspective on it is a lot different. I'm so much more thankful and in the moment than I could have been at 13.
If you could tell JoJo at 13 something right now, because you've been through a lot in 10 years, what would you tell her?
I would say be kind to your mom. She's doing the best she can. And, don't try to grow up so quick because there's plenty of time for you to have those adult responsibilities, and it's really not fun to have to think about that stuff now.
Do you think that you missed out on anything in childhood from doing this?
Of course I did, but I don't look at it that way. I had amazing experiences, like while I was tutored on the road, while I was touring, I got to see a lot of the places I was learning about in my history books. So my tutor would really specialize our curriculum around if I was in Japan, if we were in Paris, if we were in, wherever we were. And that was an amazing education and a great experience. But I think, not like when I went to prom, I went with my best friend.
Right.
And it was obviously not a normal experience because I, had an album out at the time and everything. So, yeah, you miss out on things, but you also get to do a lot of amazing things.
Oh, I bet.
So,
are you laughing at my hat by any chance with a cat on top of it?
no, I'm a little envious that you're wearing
That's
it. and I'm not.
Walmart. That's Walmart, baby.
Looking good.
JoJo's on the Atom Bomb Show. One thing I noticed back in 2007 when you did a show for us in Atlanta at Club Opera with Gym Class Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
And something that I noticed the other night on Fallon when you sang When Love Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You sing with intensity. How much energy does it take out of you after a show? Because you really put everything into it.
Oh, thank you. Well, my sweat-soaked clothes will show you how much intensity I put into it. Even if I'm singing a 4-minute song or I'm singing over an hour set, I get really electrified. I get really, just in the moment. And when the lights are hitting you and when you're, putting all your passion into it, I guess that's what happens.
What's it feel like to have a sold-out show? Because there's one in Atlanta tonight for you, and I know that you're selling out a lot of your shows.
Yeah, I'm very, very thankful. I don't take anything for granted because my journey has been unique. I mean, a lot of people that start out as quote-unquote child stars or teen pop sensations or whatever have a difficult time transitioning, or especially in the fight that I had to put up to own my voice again, get out of my old contract and be on this other side. I'm taking nothing for granted, and I realize how unique and special this is. So
that's important that you say that because there are some artists that can never get through that, even if they get out of the situation that you were in to be successful again. Did that take a lot out of you?
No, I don't feel like any woe is me or like, oh, it's so difficult for me. It's like people are going through real stuff in their life.
Yeah.
So this is honestly a pleasure and a blessing for me. So it didn't like take a lot out of me, but it's just like anyone's journey, I guess, to where they need to arrive to. Like it, ups and downs, and it shapes you in a way. But I'm very blessed. So.
Okay, let's talk about Triangle. Why did you name it Triangle, first of all?
It's actually called a tringle.
Tringle.
But
wait,
it
I
looks
read it
like
wrong.
triangle. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. What is a tringle?
A tringle is 3 singles. And it's just basically I was like shooting the breeze with my management and we were like, okay, so 3 singles, that's a tringle. And we're like, bam, okay, so let's call it that. Once you pop, you can't stop. It's a tringle, blah, blah, blah. We were just getting ridiculous. And so it became this, trending worldwide thing when we put it out. And after so long, I wanted to release more than one song. And we're leading to radio with the single When Love Hurts. But I wanted to show a couple more sides of myself as well. I love that dance pop influence that we have with the first record. But I wanted to show, as you mentioned, my intensity and my, emotion that I like to put into my music with the other songs.
Can I be honest? When I read that, because I saw like the 3 ones, and I said triangle. I said, what is she trying to do with this? I'm sorry, I read
Some
it wrong.
Illuminati stuff? Hell no. Yeah, no, it's okay.
I'm impressed that you have made it through. Music has changed since 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
How hard is it to get a single on the radio to cut through to the general audience, the pop audience? Everybody's so fickle. How hard is it to get that single on and to have everybody listening to it? Because there's a lot of artists that just completely fail, and it's just because they can't get it out there.
I imagine it's hard, but I'll be honest with you, that's not my intention. Like I control what I can control, and then I allow the other powers that be, control the radio stuff.
Yeah.
I try to be myself and make music that I can feel good about and, play it for my friends and get their perspective, and the response has been incredible. So there's more music out there now than ever. In 2004, there was a lot of different ways that you could cut through. That you could arrive at the same destination. And now with Vine and Instagram and YouTube and countless other platforms, there's so much competition. But honestly, that's not what I spend my nights thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
I just try to be my best self because I will drive myself crazy thinking about the other BS.
I know, I can't even imagine. Do you ever go back and listen to old JoJo songs?
Well, yeah, I perform them every night, actually, on this tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going from 10, 11 years ago all the way up until now, and the new album that's coming out in 2016. So it's really a journey down memory lane, and I'm singing album cuts that I never really did when I was younger because I didn't tour much, because my mom wanted to make sure that I had somewhat of a normal experience, so she made sure my school came first.
Okay. Last question. Are you mad that the Patriots aren't 10-0 or undefeated?
I'm a little mad, but
just have to ask.
New England, Boston, Foxborough, we are a city of champions, so we're always going to be resilient, and you just can't stop us. You can't keep us down for long.
That is the correct answer, right? JoJo, thank you so much for coming through the Adam Bomb Show. What a great interview.
Adam.
Great to
Thanks.
see you again.
When love hurts.